Okay, Twitch no minasan, konnichiwa. Hello. Can you guys see me? Right. So, yeah, this is Wild Blades from Creative Media Vault in Yokohama, Japan. So this is gonna be my first game dev Twitch stream from Yokohama. How are you guys doing? Hold on, let me make sure that you guys can actually see me. All right, cool. So you guys should be logging in a little bit. So what I'm going to be doing today is I need to kind of catch you up on what's been going on with me lately. Okay, so about around last summer, I actually moved from Tokyo to Yokohama, and that's why you have not seen me online in like a really long time. So and I was kind of working on a secret project, which I guess I can kind of tell you guys about now. I was actually doing some game testing for this major AAA company back for a couple of months, right? And so that project, when that project started off, I kind of moved over to Yokohama because I couldn't really, I was like traveling too much. So I haven't really had time to do any game development because I've been so busy with that, right? So I've moved from Tokyo to Yokohama. I'm still kind of in the process of moving right now, but I've kind of relocated myself from Tokyo to Yokohama. And now I am still kind of getting settled in, but I need to get back into my game development for next year because last year I actually went to most of the otaku events. I went to Tokyo Comic Con, I went to Tokyo Comic K, and then I went to Tokyo Tokyo Game Show as well, and they were amazing. But I didn't really have time to do anything for my own games this year because I've been so busy just kind of moving around and trying to get everything set up in Yokohama. But now that I'm here and I'm kind of established, what I will be doing is I'll be doing a lot more game stuff because this town is really amazing for otaku stuff. So there is a lot of stuff that I need to kind of show you guys, a lot of stuff I need to kind of catch you guys up on, and I'm not really sure how much of this I'm going to be able to do because I just noticed that my battery's starting to die a little bit. I do have my comments in my chat and stuff like that. So, hope everybody is doing well. It is Christmas time. So I'm just kind of checking to see how well this stream works from my current location, right? And what you're looking at right now is you are looking at a level that I designed last year for my game CDULO Beyond the Outer Rim. So you're kind of looking at the level and some of the characters that I put into this game. And I'll go ahead and play through this for those of you who are not familiar with my Twitch stream so far and what I've kind of been doing. Now, I'm also kind of watching this stream to see how, if there's any time lag. So if there's any time lag, let me know. All right, and let me cut my volume up a little bit. All right, so this is where I left off kind of last time. So this is the game that I'm working on, CDULO Beyond the Outer Rim. And this is the character Megan, and she, like I said, all of my games are connected to my novels. So I've got a couple of enemies already set up here. This enemy should be shooting me, but it's not. Why? I don't know, but I'm gonna kill him anyway. All right. So this is where I kind of left off before I started doing the game testing. All right. So we've got some little slow-moving enemies. Some these are just generic enemies. So I'm gonna kind of pick up with I think monster design and level design. Ouch. And good thing she can change direction in the air. Right. So this is what we've got going so far. Just a really simple game. So she has her shooting attack. She has her ability, which is in Megan's case, it's gonna be a double jump. Shit. Yeah, Megan, she got her double jump, and she just died very horribly right there. Right. Yeah, so this is where we're at right now, in the development phase. So I gotta think of some good monster designs and stuff like that to kind of make sure that the game is kind of interesting. And one of the main factors for this particular game is that it is the ability to switch between characters. So as I mentioned before, and I'm always mentioning, these games are actually part of a very wide storyline. So as you know, like I write books, I'm a comic, and I make comics, and so the games that I'm working on are all connected to the same storyline, and so that's kind of what we're going to be continuing to build at the moment. So what you're looking at right now is you're looking at my website, which is creativemv.com, and the game that I'm currently working on is CDULO Beyond the Outer Rim. So I've been like just rattling on English. So 今作ってるのゲームは私の本当漫画とつながっている。そう同じストーリーでlike このゲームは同じストーリーとつながりがある。そう、今私のホームページは見たらこのゲームの小説とストーリーちょっと見える。そう今日今日からまたこの Unity ゲームの作りの続きします。I don't care if my Japanese is messed up. I don't really use it that much. But yeah, you can read more about the characters and the stories here. So, このゲームはlike このホームページと私のオンラインストアの商品もつながりがあります。So, この今作ってるのキャラクターの名前はメーゲンという。So, メーゲンのカップとかT シャツとかそういったもうlike 興味あったら私のオンラインストアでぜひ買ってください。それで私like ゲームのスクリーンのデベロップメントまだ続く、like もうちょっと安全に続ける。今東京から横浜に引っ越したばかりだからいろいろ大変。Okay, so let's see. So that's the online store, and that is the comic. So let's jump back over into Unity, and we'll continue to play. Chickshaw. I forgot. I have this on full screen mode. All right. Alright, yeah. So, like, continuing with this. So, like I said, this is the game we're at with the game so far. I don't know if you guys can hear any of the like music and stuff like that. I might have cut that off. But what we've got, one of the main things of this game is the ability to kind of swap between characters. So, as I mentioned, I have like since it's connected to a long storyline, there are actually 7 different characters you can swap between in the game. So, this one is Megan. And let's see if I can actually find him. Oh, actually, I think I might have turned that off. Shit. All right. Well, anyways, like I'll show you how that works in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna shoot this thing. Boom, boom. So Megan is the sniper of the group, so that's why she carries the sniper rifle, and she got a double jump. I do have a dialogue system in here. Please don't shoot me. I do have a dialogue system in here, which you can activate by just clicking on it. Right. All right. So while the dialogue is playing, you will be allowed to continue to play the game. And there's something I need to do to continue this. So continue, 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 continue. All right. I'm just trying to kill everybody. Like, and I do have my hearts here, right? So. I think I'm going to add a button to continue the conversation, though. All right. So right now, everything is still very generic with this because I built it using one of my own game kits. All right. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and skip this because I want to play my damn game. No! Why? How do I get killed in my own game? I don't laugh. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this thing down. Alright, kill him. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this dialogue. Bye-bye dialogue. Alright, and I'm gonna run over here. Alright. So this is Megan. She got her double jump here, and shoot this right here. And no, I did not script any of this, so oh shoot. So yeah, because she's a sniper, she does carry a sniper rifle, and she's just getting hammered right now. Well, anyway, you get the general concept of this. So so what I'm gonna do now is I'll go ahead and stop this one, and I'll show you how this was kind of laid out. Right. So what we're looking at here is you're looking at the levels for Megan. This is Megan's level. So yeah. So basically, it's kind of made up of different blocks, different bricks and stuff like that. And so I'll have to kind of walk you through how I did that. And this is going to be well, I'll go ahead and show you how the mother block works. So as a programmer, I'm very, 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 very lazy. I do not like programming. I hate programming. I like to avoid programming as much as possible. But because I don't have a lot of money, I have to program my own shit. So the way that this is going to work is like we have this mother box system that I tend to use, and I try to keep on reusing the same asset over and over and over again until it's like basically dead. Hold on. And so almost everything that you're seeing on the screen is made up of it's basically composed of the same box. So if I click on this one right here, this is like a mother box, and we'll take a look inside of the hierarchy. So if we take a look inside of the hierarchy, that is where you can kind of see what this box is kind of composed of. If I can like find my box, where is it? Because I have a lot of mother boxes in here, so let me just click on this thing again. There we go. All right, so this is the mother box. And now, what I've done is, if you'll notice, I've kind of separated, I've kind of chopped this box up into like different areas. So we have like the top, we have the middle, we have the two walls. Well, actually, there's 4 walls. So we have like 4 walls. So we got the top, the middle, like 4 walls, and then the base. And so the reason I did it this way is because I want to be able to keep on using the same asset over and over and over again when I'm making my game, and that'll speed up my game design time and my game development time. And so basically, I can keep on using the same block in each scene, and then I just have to change the graphics. So if I click on this one, you'll notice that this says the ground graphic, but you know it's basically the top one, right? So I can like change this ground graphic to anything that I want it to be, and this will help me. This will help me like well, basically kind of keep everything organized, and like keep my file size down too, because I'm just using the same assets over and over again, right? So, all right, so this is the top. This is the inside. So if I turn this off, then that makes it able for the character to transition inside of this block. So I can actually put treasure or like coins or whatever inside of this. When the tile cover is turned on, then that actually has the physics body to where the person can get inside. So, 今はみんな見てるのは私ゲームのレベルを作るの時にいつも同じアセットが作りたいアセットを使いたい So それでそれやったらlike ゲームのファイルサイズが小さくなる So 今見てるのは私マザーボックスというのシステムでこのレベルのレイアウトやりました So 今のマザーボックスは大体一つのアセットでずっと使いたい私はレイジーだから So 一つのアセットでいろいろのレベルができる So 例えばこのレベルこれはメガンさんのレベルでしょ So メガンのレベルでこの一つのアセットでいろいろのlike a building block みたいlike レゴちょっとレゴみたいでいろいろなものが作れる So 例えばこれのlike このマザーボックスの一番上の部分がグラスとグラウンドのレベルでもこれが取ったらlike 自然にキャラクターフィジックスボディがないだからキャラクターこっちに落ちる So グラウンド欲しいならこの部分をチェックしてキャラクターは安全にこっちで通れる 次はこの真ん中の部分がタイルカバーというの部分これがlike 普通のブロックでもフィジックスボディもちゃんとついてるからlet's see いやこれもキャラクターインタラクションもできる でも、例えばそれがもうちょっと大きくなったらそのタイルカバーが消したら真ん中はキャラクター自由に動ける。そう例えば秘密の武器とかお金とか隠れてるものはこのボックスの中にちゃんと入れられる。次はボトム。そうこのボトムもキャラクターの歩ける場所。でもこれが2つがあるけど多分両方がいらないの時もあるだから。もしいらなければこれ消していい。その後キャラクターは普通に例えば空で飛んでるの島みたい。多分その島の下に歩くの場所がない。だからこれを消したらキャラクターはその部分が歩けなくなる。次は壁。そう私のデザインで壁が4つがある。そうこの今見えるの壁がちゃんとフィジックスボディがある。でもキャラクターはアクションがない。そうキャラクターはそれはぶつかれるけど登るとかできない。そうこの2つの壁は普通のフィジックスボディボックスコライダーがあるでキャラクターはただこのマザーボックスの真ん中に入れないのために作られた。Okay? そうこの2つの壁がアクションができない。もしキャラクターはこのマザーボックスの真ん中に歩かせたいならこの一つの壁が消してタイルカバーが消したらプレイヤーが自由にこのボックスの中に動ける。Okay? So, この壁とこの壁この壁も消してこの壁も消して。Alright. So, 最後のマザーボックスの部分がフィジックスの壁。So, 今フィジックスの壁が見えない。でもフィジックスの壁はアクションができる。So, 例えばメーゲン今使っているのキャラクター彼女の能力は特別の技がダブルジャンプそう2回空に飛べる。でももう一人のキャラクターはドーザというのキャラクター彼がハニーバージャーみたい。彼が壁とか登れる。Right? So, それでこのもしその技が使いたいだったらこのフィジックスの壁が必要。Okay. So basically, we have 4 different types of walls. So we got the standard physics wall that will allow the player to just kind of run into it, and then we also have the physics wall which the player can climb. All right, and that's kind of how my mother boxes kind of work. All right. So with the mother box system, that makes my game development much faster and much easier because if I need to add a new element to this, I can just basically just copy this whole mother box. So I'm just gonna duplicate this, and I haven't actually been in Unity for a while. So and I'll move this up here. Jajan. All right, so I can just go ahead and move this mother box wherever I want it to be, basically on the level. And then another good feature of this mother box system is you'll notice when I make a graphic, when I make a graphic, I tend to use the standard default colors. I don't put a lot of color in here on purpose. So if we click on the first part of this, on the top part of this mother box. Alright. Yeah, if we click on the top part of this mother box, then we go to the ground. You'll notice that, let me go ahead and select this. You'll notice that the actual ground graphic itself, the base grass, looks like this. So it's all white. Yeah. Yeah, so so I did that on purpose because like I don't want to like add color to something. I might not want to like add color into a graphic before I add it to the scene. So you'll notice that most of the graphics that I use are actually white, and that gives me the ability on each level to kind of change this to whatever I want it to be. So right now, because this is Megan's level, 今これはメガンのレベルだからlike ちょっとフォレスト系のレベルだから今は色は緑にしたそれがlike 歩くの場所それでプレイヤーが簡単にどこで歩けばいいと理解できるでも他のレベルだったら多分、like、例えば溶岩とか山のとかもし色が変えたいなら簡単にできるそうだから私はこのマザーボックスのシステムで使ってる。そう結構自由にと早くいろいろ設定できる。So now I just changed the color of this mother box. And よく気づいたらこのマザーボックスの色が変えても他のマザーボックスの色が変わらない。これがそのアセットのデュプリケットだから。そうプリファブ基本のプリファブが何も変更してない。それで安全にレベルがマザーボックスの色とか形とかいろいろできる。他のプリファブの設定あまり変わらない。I can just like totally make this like red if I want to, and he's just gonna chill up here. And now we have like a red line and stuff like that. So yeah, so this mother box system is actually really good for this kind of stuff, right? So what I'm going to do is that's the intro to the mother box system that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to hide this mother box. So I would say like mother box, like temp mother box. All right. So and I'll go ahead and hide this temp mother box from the scene, all right? And then like let's see what else we got. All right. So this is the Megan layout. One thing I am going to do is if you'll notice, I told you that one of the main focuses of this particular game is the ability to switch characters. So we do have like 7 different characters that you can use. Well, the reason why we can't, I was trying to switch earlier by using the keyboard, but we couldn't switch earlier because the way that I program this game, it's all Boolean based, right? It's all like Boolean based programming. So, and I did that on purpose, one, because I hate programming, and two, like to make it easier if somebody wants to use this game as a template. So we're going to go to the player here under characters. Alright, so we're going to go to the player, and we're going to take a look in here, and you'll notice that I have like all of my characters kind of listed under here, plus some characters that I kind of need to delete anyway. But I've got all my characters listed under here, and right now the character that we're looking at, or the one that we're kind of focused on, is Megan. So yeah. Alright, so this is Megan. Right, and if we open up Megan though, like, and we look at her. Open up Megan, you'll notice that Megan doesn't have a script attached to her, right? So all of the scripts for all 7 of these characters are actually attached to a player script right here, attached to a player object. And the reason I did that is because it makes it easy for me to like keep them in the same position, but just kind of switch the graphic out and like switch some of their animation. All right, and that's exactly what I've done. So we're going to take a look at this player script, and it's really long, but if you'll notice there's a lot of check marks here, and I did that on purpose, right? So the reason why we couldn't switch between characters before is because right now this player script for this particular level is set to Megan only. So I'm going to go ahead and take this tick mark out of here, and I'm going to turn on can swap character. And when I turn on can swap character, that will allow us to change characters in the middle of gameplay. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. All right, so here we are. Right, so now Megan can kind of run around here and like it looks all gravy and stuff. But you know, remember this is a multiplayer game, and the function of this, the main function of the game is that you're going to have to use all 7 characters in order to clear levels. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So in order to switch, we have our keyboard settings. So if I switch over to this one, this is Zinjin, right? And there's still a few problems with like getting the run animation and stuff like that. I think I might have killed the run animation, but I'll go ahead and introduce you or reintroduce you to these 7 characters. So we have Zinjin, we have Corey, who's like Zinjin's friend, and all of them have their own special moves and stuff like that as well. Then we have Megan, who is like number 3 here. Shit. Alright, let me go down here to where that thing won't drop down on me. Alright, so we got Zinjin, we have Corey, we have Megan. Then we also have like Franklin over here. Alright, so we got Franklin over here. And then like, after Franklin, we have Black Wolf. And Black Wolf has a pretty cool skill because he can kind of turn into like Splatoon type stuff and kind of go under stuff. Yeah, so yay, he can move like this. All right, and then after Black Wolf, we have Randy, who's our like resident magic caster here. All right, so we got Randy right here. And then after Randy, we have lastly we have Dozer, who's our honey badger in space. All right, and this is the guy I was talking about that has the climb ability. All right. So all of this has already been implemented in the game. We're going to switch back over to Megan right quick because this is her level, and she's the one that had the animations turned on. All right, and we do have each character does have their own melee attack as well. All right. Alright, oh, and she just died. So now, you've seen how the characters kind of can swap out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And then we're going to take, I'm going to go ahead and swap this off. And then we're going to take a look at how this level was built. Because we have to build 7 more levels just like this and we're going to be using the mother box system that I was just talking about. So, this is Megan's level, and this is kind of what, so she's kind of got like a little forest thing going, and we do have a goal all the way over here. So if you're interested to learn more about this, you can actually check out my itch.io page. So I've got my online store, I've got this over here, and let me open up my itch.io. So you can check out my itch.io page, and you can kind of get, I don't have a demo of the game on itch.io. Yeah, I don't have a demo of the game on itch.io, but I do have a lot more information and some screenshots and some videos that you can kind of check out. All right. So what we're going to continue doing for the next couple minutes anyway is we're going to be looking at a few of the other elements in this game. So if you'll notice, I've got my screen all the way over here. Okay, and so we have 7 more levels that we have to build, and I'm going to show you how what other elements I've kind of implemented it into this as well. So you'll notice it's I've got traps, I've got lasers, I've got weapons hidden, so the characters can switch weapons. So you can swap weapons as well as characters in this game. So basically all of the coding for this is done. I have not shown you any of my scripts, right? So let me go ahead and open up my player script. Yeah. Okay. So now this player script I'm using is actually left over a base from my Quest of the Gummy Witch game. Okay, it's going to take that one a little bit of time to open up. So whenever possible, I try to keep on reusing the same code and like the same kind of assets in a game, and because that helps me prototype faster. Now, keep in mind, this is not what the final product of this game is going to look like. This is just a prototype, right? All I'm trying to do is just kind of make a prototype and a demo to where like I can just kind of to where I can give people a general idea, and then like if people like the idea or like the game and like the store products, then like we can go ahead. Then I can go ahead and start building it out. But when you first start making a game, you don't want to spend like so much time just focusing on like completing the whole game, because like what if you make a game and nobody likes it, right? And then you have to like think of, so it's good to kind of test the marketing while you're making the game, and that's one reason why I make my own like store products. Okay. My application isn't open up. Oh, anyways. Okay, hold on. I'm experiencing a little technical difficulty here. With my Visual Studio. Yeah, I still use Visual Studio when I'm programming, but when you're programming, you can use any kind of like application that you want. So don't focus like whatever is like a good and convenient for you. I think Visual Studio is a little bit heavy for this right here. It starts to open up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another coffee soon because my hands are getting cold. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of stuff on my Mac too, so I probably need to clean. This thing is not designed for the type of game development that I'm doing. I have like 3D graphics programs and everything on here that don't belong on a Mac laptop. Yeah. So, all right. Anyways, like while my Visual Studio is like figuring out what it wants to do, I'm going to continue to show you this level that I'm building. So all of the graphics, like I said, are pretty basic. So because I do a lot of my art on iPad, especially for 2D games, I do a lot of my art on iPad. And the reason I use iPad is because I take the train a lot, and it saves me a lot of time. So I can just kind of quickly design something on iPad using like Procreate or whatnot. And oh, that loud noise is somebody making a caramel macchiato, I think. Yeah, hold on. Actually, I should probably cover my mic on that. No, that was not me screaming in frustration. All right, so let's take a look at the graphics that I'm using right now. So like I said, when I do my game development, I don't want to like make a lot of fancy graphics at first, right? So I'm gonna go as basic as possible, and then like I'm gonna open this up for you, and you'll notice that oh sorry, I just clicked on the wrong thing. You'll notice that most of the graphics that I use are white. And the reason why they're white is because that gives me a lot of flexibility, especially when I'm just doing a prototype game, to play around with colors. So I don't really bother putting colors into my demo games because especially when I'm doing level design, I want to make sure that I have a general look and feel for the level before I go all in on the graphics, because doing like proper graphic design takes a lot of time. So what I recommend doing is just like doing some really, really simple like basic graphics, so just all in white. And then when you decide to like, and keep on reusing the same asset over and over and over again. And that way, like you can just like change the color or change the hue of it and get a completely different effect. Yeah, so that's why you're seeing all of my graphics are white, especially if I go to my project menu and I go to if I go to anything. Yeah, hold on. And I noticed that my editor still hasn't popped up yet. Visual Studio just decided to give up on me. I mean, for this M1 Mac, I shouldn't be using Visual Studio anyway. So, like a friend of mine, we just had a gaming event last night in the sports bar that I run in Motomachi. So I'm managing a new sports bar right now. It's like only like 2 minutes away from here, and every Thursday is gaming night. So we get like game developers and like professional gamers, professional esports players show up there, and we just eat pizza and play video games all night long. Because my sports bar is open until like 2 a.m. So like yeah, we just had it like it just opened in March, so it's been less than a year. But we have no customers because of the area. So like my job is to fill the place up with customers. So in order to fill the place up with customers, I figure I might as well fill it up with nerds. So, like I'm the event planner and the PR manager for the space. So every Thursday I just turned it into a gaming night because like I just wanted a gaming night, right? So last night we were playing like we spent all night playing video games and like eating pizza and just like hanging out and drinking and stuff like that. And one of the guys recommended another editor. So I'm going to drop him a line and see if he can kind of. I was in the middle of a fierce Tekken game, and so I didn't like actually make a note of it. So once I get the information, I'll pass it to you guys. But yeah, this is like my Visual Studio has finally opened. And this is what, this is not the main player script. Hold on, let me click on that. Alright, and this is what the main player script kind of looks like. And notice that I'm keeping this player script on a different object. So I have a parent object that actually has all 7 of the characters that we can switch between inside of the body of that. And because there's going to be like a certain instant, I want to be able to kind of like toggle different abilities on and off for each character. But at the same time, there are certain things like, for example, the grapple gun. Well, because of the way that this is set up, like certain characters will have access to a grapple gun, and that will allow them to like kind of grapple across the level. For example, Megan, she had the double jump ability, and Dozer had the climb ability. But some of the distances that I put between some of these platforms is actually kind of long, so they're going to have to like use the grapple gun. Having one grapple gun for that each character can use that can be toggled on and off is a lot easier. And because I'm lazy and I do Boolean-based programming, because this is designed for beginners, so like anybody who picks this up, and wants to use this as a template and isn't really so good with the advanced math or like physics or like want to know what like the Oilers are and stuff like that, should be able to pick this up and just say, okay, well, like I want this character to have a melee attack, I want this character to have a gun, I want this character to be able to climb, and just like turn these abilities on and off, right? So that's why I have the script set up this way. Yeah, so you'll notice this is pretty long, but if you look at it, it's actually very simple because like I'm more of a storyteller. Like I'm a storyteller who makes games. I'm not necessarily a game developer. I develop games out of necessity because I don't want to pay somebody for programming. Basically, I don't have money to pay people for programming, so I do it myself. But I just like make it as easy for me as possible. So what you're looking at a lot of booleans that will allow you to set switch different things on and off with each character. Yeah, and I do have a online template that you can download from my website. So if you go to creativemb.com and you want to like make your own game, but you don't want to spend so much time trying to program it, I have a 2D game kit that you can download here. It used to be free, but it's not anymore because I need money. So you can download it for about like maybe 30. I think it's $45. But I basically put as many functions as I could into this game kit. Because I know a lot of people who want to make games, but they just don't know how to program, or they might be very good artists and they just don't know how to program. So I don't want people to. Learning to program is a good thing, and it will definitely help you out in the future. But if you just want to prototype and you just want to tell your story, then you can just download this Unity 2D game kit right here, and I have instructional videos on how it works. But basically, the game that we're looking at right now, a lot of the functionality from this game kit. A lot of the functionality came from this game kit. Yeah, so like here's a video of like my Spirits of the Lost Winds game, which actually looks pretty damn good like now. I just haven't had a lot of time to work on it, but this is the game template that you'll be like looking at, and then I have the video that tell you how to use it. So with this, so you don't really have to like in this Twitch stream, you don't really have to like worry about trying to follow along with the code. I just want you to understand like what you can do with the objects that I've created, and then hopefully you won't even have to look at the code if you want to like make your own game. You can just like make your own demo game, and I want to specify the word demo game because like I mean you can't make a full game out of this like if it's something simple, but if this is designed for you to be able to like quickly prototype something and then start adding your own functionality to it later, right? And that's why we have like the player controller, which is all Boolean based. We have our mother box system, which is where you keep on reusing the same asset over and over and over again, and it's just one box that you can kind of break apart. It's basically like Legos. And then like we have our graphics, which are all like very simple graphics that are completely white, which will allow you to kind of like adjust the color for each level. So if I want to jump to a different level, like which I might here. Now let me go ahead and save this scene right quick. Always save your scene. All right. So say for example, I'm finished with Megan's level, and I need to make another level for like Zinjin, right? All right. So I'm gonna go to my scenes over here. So I'll go to my scenes, and then like say for example, I want to go to. What Zinjin intro level? I've got two Zinjin intro levels. I'm not sure which one I want to open. All right, so say I want to open this Zinjin intro level here. All right, so Zinjin's level is going to be a little bit different because now he gets started on an ice planet, right? And but if you'll notice, Zinjin's level looks very similar to Megan's level, and that's because I'm basically using the same assets, right? So like here's my standard mother box right here. And so, like, if I want to, this right here is going to be like the capsule from their spaceship when they actually land on the level. So they're going to like land on the level, they're going to break out of their capsule, and then they're just going to start killing aliens. That's kind of how this works. All right. So anyways, like Zinjin's level, if you'll notice, it's a completely different color, completely different like layout, different tone. He's got ice, he's got snow. But if you'll look very closely, you'll notice that I'm using the exact same mother box because I'm lazy, right? So I'm using the exact same asset. It's just like, if I want this to if I want to quickly switch this over to a snow level that will match the rest of the scene, then what I would do is I would just find this one, click on this one particular mother box right here, and I would go to the ground. And right now the ground is set for grass because it's Megan's level, the 4th level. I'm going to take that off. I'm just going to slide that over to white. And then for like the walls, I kind of want the walls to kind of match something in the scene. So I will click on the walls here. Now keep in mind there are 4 types of walls. So there's the standard physics walls and the actionable physics walls. But either way, they don't match the scene, so I'm just going to change the color. And I don't know, like what color would match this? I think something cold, something icy, something a little bit bluer. Yeah, not too blue, but yeah, something. Yeah, like not like Super Mario blue, but kind of Super Mario blue. All right, so there. All right, and then I've got to change the tile cover, which will be, that looks perfect, all right? All right, and so yeah, that's how quickly I can like change this mother box. And notice I have not changed the original prefab at all. So the original prefab is still the same. So like, because I keep on reusing the same like assets over and over and over again, basically I'm saving a lot of space. Right, and I'm gonna go ahead and change this walkable area down here as well. Actually, I'll change the bottom as well. So the bottom, inside of the bottom, you'll notice that we have like two different boxes. One has the physics body, the other one is just like the background grass or background snow that the player will seem to walk on top of. Or sorry, not walk on top of. We'll be able to walk in the middle of. All right, and I'm gonna change this to something like this ugly brownish. I do want it to kind of have like a ground kind of hue to it. Yeah, to where it looks a little bit more like rock. So we'll go with this for our two. Yeah, for our and also one thing that I forgot to do is I need to go ahead and get rid of this maybe. Yeah, get rid of it or leave it. Yeah. So if you want to keep the physics body but you don't want the graphics to be seen, you can just like turn the opacity down. But in this case, I think I'll leave it up here because it's not really in the way of anything. Right. So, with all of this being set up as it is, all I really have to do is just kind of drag these mother boxes around and think of how I want the action for Zinjin's level to go. So, when I'm laying out a level, I like to start with the starting point and the ending point, right? So, for Megan, the starting point is like the spaceship. Oh, that's some guy overcompensating with his car. So like, yeah, so give me a second. I think he's gonna rev up a couple times. He tends to do that. The show of power for a weak-minded person. Yep. So, I want to offer promotion on the channel. Oh, thank you, Everchosen. I'm not interested in any promotions right now, though. Thank you. So. Yeah, I know you hit me up all the time on my streams, but like, I'm probably never going to go for those, so I think it's just kind of a waste of time. Yeah. You're right, I should stick a banana in his tailpipe. So, somebody's been watching Beverly Hills Cop. All right. Alright, cool. Well, this guy, he's probably going to be a while, so. So, like I was saying, like, when you're doing your level design, you kind of want to start with the, the starting point and the ending point is kind of generally where I'm like, do I want to... And this is why you should always carry an emergency stick of dynamite or, like, some sugar. Yeah, so, like... Luckily it's daytime. I would have put like sugar in his radiator. Like, so anyways, like starting with the starting point and the ending point. So if we go for like Megan, go for Zinjin's level, or if we look at Megan's level, like I was saying, her story kind of starts with the Shadow Raven. Their ship's name is called the Shadow Raven. The Shadow Raven is going to drop her off. She's going to come down in a drop pod. And it's going to be like on top of like, so she's going to start in a high area, and she's going to work her way down. But at the end, because your level should kind of match your character's abilities as well. So Megan's ability is that she has a double jump, right? So she can actually stay airborne longer than the other characters. So I want to make sure that the level kind of reflects that, and that we can implement that move as much as possible, just because this is a tutorial level for that particular character, right? So hers will start like high, and then she'll go down, and then like as the level continues, she's going to have to use her double jump to get to a higher place, and that's where the goal is going to be, right? In Jinjin's case, he does not have a double jump ability. So I need to design the level to where it kind of reflects his moveset, right? So Zinjin, he's going, well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what he's got because I want you to play the damn game. But he's going to have like a boost. So he's going to be able to like, he's going to have a boost effect where he can like move faster than the other characters and do like some slashes and stuff like that. And he's also going to have like some semi-time manipulation abilities. Which will come in handy later in the game. So when designing his level, I need to think of where I want him to go, right? And where I can kind of at least implement his boost his boost attack as much as possible for the player to kind of get used to that. So for Zinjin, I think we're going to have his start level be around the same area as Megan, and then we're going to drop him below sea level. Yeah, so like what you're looking at right now, these blue squares, they kind of represent the sea level of the game. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put his goal all the way down below this. So his transition is going to go from like from open air to underground, maybe. Anyway, I want him to go down. Yeah. Yeah, I just want him to go down. That's all I'm gonna say. So he's gonna like bye Zinjin, you're going down. So his goal will be down here. That's his exit portal. That is not moving. Why? Right. So we'll move his exit portal somewhere down here, and that's going to be his like final destination. This is where he's going to like this is where we actually have the trigger to jump to another level. So he's got to fight his way all the way through this. He's got to use his boost attack as much as possible, and then like once he gets to this area, he's gonna make. There are no boss fights in the tutorial level, so you don't want to make your level like too hard to where when the player just like as soon as the player spawns, it's like they're dead, right? That's like Dead Scrolls and like or Elder Scrolls and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't want that. So so you want to make sure like for a tutorial level that that players at least can complete it and get kind of familiar with the character's basic moveset before you move on. So for Zinjin, we're gonna like maybe like arrange it to where his will move down here, and then like we have enough time for the players to learn his moveset. And then we also need something that's going to kind of match his personality. So the colors of this level, for the tutorial level, I want to give the players a kind of like a feeling or a mood for Zinjin, right? So let's go ahead and like play this right quick. So Zinjin is the leader of this group, and like I said, all of these are connected to my novels and my comics, which you can find online at gumroad.com. Yeah, and Zinjin is not showing. Ah, there he is. Zinjin, where are you? Okay, so this is Zinjin right here. He looks like he's got a broken walk. I gotta fix that. And this is the ice planet. All right. And right now we're still using the same like graphics that we're using, the same layout that we're using for Megan. All right, and he's gonna pick up this nice weapon here. All right, so let me scale this up for you guys, by the way. So Zinjin is the leader of this group, and like I said, if you've read the novel, my WildFIRE novel, which this game is based on, his story takes place between chapters, from chapter 4 to chapter 5 of the novel. Oh, that is a bug. Hold on, let me restart that. So what the game that I'm making right now is actually it's actually kind of like a filler between chapters 2 and 3 of the actual book, right? So my novel is 504 pages long, and that's not even like a sixth of the story. And I was gonna write the other novel, but then I just decided making a video game would be better because like, I'll show you that page right quick. Because some of you might not know what I'm talking about, especially if you're new to my stream. So, in order to find the source material for this game, you can go to gumroad.com. Let's see, here we go. So, in order to find the comics and the novels that this game, all of my games are connected to the same storyline anyway. So in order to find the novel and the comics, you can go to WildFIRE3 at .gumroad.com, and you can actually read my novel, my full novel. You have to buy that one though. That's like 3,200 yen, which would be about like $32 before, well, maybe 20 something dollars now if you've got American dollars. But anyways, like that's about like $30. But it's a 504 page novel that I wrote and published myself, and so the story of this game takes place between chapters 2 and chapters 4, or chapters 2 and chapters 3 of this novel. And then also you can, while you're here, you can also check out the comics that this game is also connected to, the prequel comics to the novel. And the first novel is like $15, but the second novel, since I didn't put any color in it, since it's not colored, you can like actually read that one for free. And so these are the prequels. So the comics come before the novel, and the game comes in like between chapters 2 and 3 of the novel, right? And Zinjin is one of the main characters of that particular arc of the story. So, what you're so if you haven't read the novel though, like basically you don't know like Zinjin's personality and you don't know what his character is. So that's why like the level design should kind of reflect his personality and his character a little bit, especially when it comes to the colors. So in this, Zinjin is quiet. Zinjin does not necessarily like people. Even though he's a great team leader, he's a great soldier, but he's pretty much quiet and keeps to himself. And if you read the novel, you'll understand why. But he's more of a solitary type person until he has. But he's good at commanding, but he prefers to do stuff by himself, like or on his own when necessary. Or that's kind of his preference, right? So in this case, he's not brooding and gloomy or anything like that, but he's very mission oriented. So like a lot of the design for his level, for his introductory level, we're going to be using a lot of sharp angles, like a lot of sharp angles, a lot of like maybe in his case we're going to, because he's got a boost attack, we're going to be using a lot of like flat ground, because he'll need to be able to boost and pick up speed in order to slash enemies. And also we'll need to have enemies that can kind of that seem stronger, because Zinjin is physically stronger than most humans, right? And like I'm not going to tell you why, because I want you to read my book. So but yeah. So Zinjin is physically stronger than most humans. So like the enemies that we are going to put on this level need to look like, you know, pretty like a challenge for him, right? So with the color that we're going to be using for his background, we do want him to kind of stand out on this, right? But also the fact that he's a black character, we have to also consider how his skin tone is going to affect the background, right? So we can't. I would like to like lower the lighting on this one a little bit, but I decided to keep it a little bit. Keep it a little bit lighter, just so that he doesn't mix it too much into the background. If you'll notice, unlike Megan's level, there are no trees on this, right? Because this is not a forest level, so I cleared all of the trees out of the background. And so you can see like the mountains in the distance, and we're gonna have to put something in the foreground. So, but we need something that looks like hard, something that looks kind of icy, something that looks like it's gonna be a challenge for him to overcome. So we'll start working on that. However, I think we're going to have to start working on that in the next Twitch stream, because my Mac is running out of battery and I didn't bring a charger, and there's like charging places around me right now. So I'm going to wind up cutting this stream a bit short, but this is just kind of catching you up on what we've built so far and how we built it. And like I said, if you want to make your own game, if you want to make your own prototype game, and you don't want to have to go through all of the coding or understand all of the nitty-gritty details of how I'm actually making this game from a coding perspective, just go to my website and download the template, and that'll save you a lot of time. Yeah. So I've actually got some of the elements that I've put into this game kit. So you can just take a look at those. So I've got point and click character movement. The template that I created has a point and click character movement, something like League of Legends. This game is a 2D platformer, so you will be using a controller. And for the Steam launch and the Steam game, you're going to be using a controller, or you can have the option of using the keyboard, so you'll be able to select between the two. But for the template, it's a point and click character movement at the moment. It is designed for top-down and isometric games, but you can also make a 2D platformer out of it. I do have animated cutscenes already set up in there, as well as the dialogue system, health bar system. So you can just go through all of this and see what the game kit has. to where you don't have to program anything. You can just like customize it to however you want. But for this game, for this Twitch stream, we're going to be focusing on completing like the levels and the basic levels and the characters and the animations for this game, because this is going to be my Kickstarter or my crowdfunding game, right? Now I've already got the crowdfunding page and the Kickstarter page done, but I'm not going to, and I've already got my Steam page. But I'm not going to actually launch my Kickstarter until I have 2,500 wish list, which is why I'm doing this like Twitch stream. So I hope that you guys will help support my crowdfunding or my Kickstarter campaign once it's launched, because like all of these, I have like a series of games that are connected to this very wide universe, and so like once, and I also have like some animation that I would like to make. So that's one reason why I'm kind of like sharing all of this with you, showing you the process of how I'm actually making this game, and so that you can like understand like how much work and effort it takes, and like and start being gracious with your like crowdfunding campaign like contributions. I know I'm evil, but I'm honest. So. Alright, so anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and drop out of the stream, because if you'll notice, if you're looking at my screen, like my battery is like screaming at 14%. And then I will jump back on later. I'm going to try, for my streams, I'm not going to try to show you guys so much programming, because like I said, I hate programming and it takes a lot of time to explain. So I want to show you more of the graphic side and the layout side. And I think that'll be a lot more beneficial for you for like if you just want to go ahead and quickly like prototype something. And then if you want to learn like coding and stuff like that, I am making another Udemy online course. So I have one Udemy online course for English, which I haven't updated like since 2014 or 2015 because I'm lazy. But now I'm on the game development side, so I decided like I'll be making another Udemy online course for game development. But I just moved from Tokyo to Yokohama, so it's like taking me a little while to get settled in. I just moved a couple months ago, and like I'm like basically I was working at a company, and like so that project is finished, so now I kind of got more free time. Not totally jobless yet because I still have my own company, but I am preparing for Tokyo Comic Con and Tokyo Comic K and Tokyo Game Show next year, so I really need to focus this year. I really want to focus on like getting like more merchandise and more character products and like more games out, so that when I actually go to these large events, these large comic and like otaku events, I can actually do a proper showcase and let people play the game, let people like learn more about the characters and stuff like that. And then like after that, once I've done a few of those, then I'll launch my Kickstarter. All right. So, actually, Starbucks is getting kind of quiet now, but I would like to stay longer, but I don't think my battery will allow me, so I'll go ahead and jump out of here. I might come back. I was going to go to the sports bar today, but we just had the gaming event last night, and I was thinking about doing a Christmas party today, but nobody showed up. But I keep on mentioning a sports bar. If you guys are in Japan or in Yokohama, now that I've moved here, this is like my video game night that we did yesterday. Yeah, so pretty fun time. The space can hold about like 40 to, I would say 60 people, but last night we had about like 12 people show up. Yeah. But that is the night, since I'm the PR manager and the space manager, basically I can do whatever I want because we have no other customers anyway right now, which I'm trying to fix. Yeah, but remember, I just got here, so. But if you're in Yokohama or even in Tokyo and you want a cool place to hang out that's got like a bunch of, we have like darts, we have karaoke, we have like 5 TVs, and like I bring my PlayStation 5 and my PlayStation 4 there all the time, and just game. So this is the name of the place. It's called Global Hub. Yeah, Global Hub Sports Bar and Grill. And at the Starbucks I'm sitting at in Motomachi is like just 2 minutes away from here. Yeah, so like I'll send you guys a link to this on Twitch. But if you want good food, a nice like place to chill and like to have some fun activities and stuff like that, then stop by and visit me. I live in Chinatown. I'm like just a couple minutes away from the sports bar anyway, and I'm always doing events. So from next year, I'll be doing like esports events. I'll be doing like karaoke events and like just whatever I can think of to like introduce people to the bar because we need more customers. But I want good quality like customers that are very fun, very like very. So I'm kind of targeting a specific demographic because I don't want to turn it into like a club or anything. But yes, if you're in Yokohama and like you like this Twitch stream, and you want to like sit down and do some game development or some programming with me, then by all means, like stop by and see me at the sports bar. The pizza here, the food here is amazing. It really is good. So like especially the pizzas and the curry. So. All right, so yeah, that's gonna be it for me for this stream right now. If I can't think of anything else to do, I might go home and jump on League of Legends and do some streaming there because I haven't streamed that in like months, right? I haven't been doing any streaming because I'm working on Call of Duty Modern Warfare as a game tester. But now that that game has finished and that project is done, I'm not with that company anymore. So I feel like better about streaming like whatever I want to, right? So yeah, so I'll be back on GameDev and like other like AAA titles streaming from like this month on. I am still making like a lot of events for the sports bar, so I'm kind of in the middle of planning a lot of stuff for 2023. So that's going to take some of my time, but I do have more free time in the morning, so like you'll see me streaming a lot more often now, right? And with that, I will go ahead and sign off before my computer kicks me off. And so like if you like this stream, like or if you find it educational, like you can go back and watch some of my other videos to where I actually showed you how I built my game template. And don't forget to like, subscribe, support. Like you can find me on Twitch, Instagram, Patreon, and all of the other like major social media platforms. I just started. I don't like social media that much, but because I have my own brand and my own online store, and I'm like pushing for like these big otaku events next year. I need to start using it more, so I've already set those up, and I will start posting to them more. I promise, like this month. Okay. So everyone have a great holiday season. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So like I hope that you can spend some good time with your family. Like sit back, maybe get some good food, relax. And like have a time that's not really so stressful. Just time to unwind before the new year. And then like hopefully we'll kick things off. 2003 will be a better year, and we can kick things off in like a high gear and have a lot of fun. Like learning about Unity, learning about GameDev and stuff like that. All right, so that's it for me. I'll catch you guys later. My Mac is screaming at me, so I will catch you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching my stream, and feel free to drop me a line anytime. Bye for now.